guys, it's Ashley, and I wanted to show you what I've been able to achieve in the city and in Florida heat. So I'm just going to turn you around. Hopefully I wasn't too laggy. But here is some cabbage. I just replanted it with a little bit of my own compost, but I'm super proud of it because this lasted through winter frost here. They actually looked like this in our winter, and I was able to bring it back from this with minimal work and new soil to this, and they are just looking so amazing. I am so proud of myself for being able to do that. And then this one, so I replanted them by themselves because I had them in here. And you know, obviously you can tell the soil isn't very deep. And then I brought my compost because I took the rest of the cabbage buds out of here, and what I was going to do was take all the soil and put it in my composting like bucket that I have. But I realized that I actually was growing some squash in my compost, and I even had a Brussels sprout bud going, so I decided to plant that as well. So this is what they look like. So look at them, they look so good. And I wasn't necessarily going to plant any squash right now because they can be crazy and overwhelming a little bit with their vines, but these I couldn't pass up. I could not just let them stay in the compost because they were growing so well in them. So we have quite a few buds already, and then right here I put the Brussels sprout. So I put the tag so I knew exactly where it was so I didn't mess with it. And these are what I'm trying to grow from actual sweet potatoes, and even if they don't grow and give me and produce me sweet potatoes, they still look pretty good. So that's what they look like. I'm trying not to get my straps in this mud, but look how pretty they are, and they are doing well. Again, if they don't really produce, pretty to have. And this is my compost. I just stirred it, but I do need some more. I need more soil to put on top. But hopefully you enjoyed that and got to see a little bit of what I'm trying to do in the city.
Is this shoelaces?
No, I don't think so. What else is in there?
I don't know what this is.
It's thread. It's thread. So you can, it's oh, I forget what it's called. It's kind of like embroidery a little bit.
More thread? Oops. What is this?
You can do different patterns and stuff, like, see? See, like, see in there? You can do like little patterns and stuff.
There's a note too. Oh, pretty cool. Still more open. Hope you can find things to do with these cross stitch.
That's what they are.
Fun once you get the hang of it. And enjoy, kiddo. Save the patterns for future use too. Misty.
Hey guys, I just did the video of the haul that I did, so I still have everything out, and what I normally do is I get all my meat, which is usually chicken, some pork chops and stuff like that, and then I separate them depending on how many are in the package. So for the video purposes, I've prepped a little bit. I've got most of the seasonings we always season with, as well as the baggies. I went ahead and opened them, got a good bit out that I may need That way I'm not doing a lot of transfer with the meat juices and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pre-season everything, label it, and then put it in our freezer. But the way I marinate everything is when it goes to defrost, all those flavors, at least for a couple of hours, will be nice in the meat. So it's kind of killing two birds with one stone. I do a lot of meat where I do it just plain, and that way if I want it for chicken and dumplings or any other thing that I don't specifically need it seasoned for, like that pre-season, then that's what I use it for. But just wanted to show you guys. Let me double check. 1 second. Hopefully my head's not cut off here. I'm not really sure. If it is, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my knife. Get it all done. I try to keep one hand clean, but you'll probably see me going back and forth between seasoning and everything and then washing my hands. So this one I believe we're gonna do with the Supreme Tradition Memphis style barbecue seasoning. I got this at Dollar Tree and that's pretty big for what it is. Make sure it's open. So again, just kind of keeping this little hand free. And I'm gonna do a few of these, and I usually do 3 chicken breasts per bag, and that would be a meal. And then I just rub it all in, and then I'll add anything else as far as seasoning goes. So for this, I'm actually just gonna add the liquid smoke that I get at Harvey's or Winn-Dixie. I believe you can get it at Walmart. Go.
That's chili.
No, it's barbecue seasoning. Go, baby. You don't need to be around the meat.
What are you doing?
I'm seasoning it so I can put it in the freezer.
And why?
So we can have it for a meal. Alright, so see, really, really gross. Can you bring that towel back over here, please?
Okay.
So I'm most likely going to use, no, don't put it on there, the liquid smoke inside of the bag, and it's indoor easy, outdoor delicious. It would be great for grilling, but I add a little bit of that flavor when I'm cooking normally. So hopefully you can see that. Let me put that there. So with this one, I have my handy dandy Sharpie ready. I'm just, before I put it in, I'm just gonna go ahead and write it on here. Oh, my hands are nasty. Where did it go? Now, if you have helpers like I normally would, I would just have them helping, but I'm doing it by myself today. I'm just kind of showing you how I do it all. Alright, and then 3 for the win here. And I'll just close all these up later because I get all the air out and I don't want my nasty hands on there. So we have what it looks like here. I'm just going to add a couple of these squirts, kind of get it in there. We're just going to lay it over here somewhere out of my way. Alright, so here again. And with these, I normally know which ones I use until I get to like the Mrs. Dash seasonings, which are all 0 calories, no sodium, or anything like that. So these are awesome to have when you're dieting or just want to eat healthy but still want flavor. My husband got them in the house and we've been using them ever since. So with these are really hard, but when it comes to like the lemon pepper and stuff like that, or ranch chicken or anything like that, I usually can tell by the seasonings what it is. So I don't necessarily have to do the names on them, but I do it anyway because I'm weird. Alright. So let me give it back. Alright. So let me. Can you check and see if I'm in frame at least? Or at least this? Because I pre-checked, but I can't tell when I'm over here.
These are.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm showing this anyway.
Hold on.
Am I good now?
Well, you wanted to show the food, so
Yeah,
you can see like this much of your face.
that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. And then normally if I get like, I'll show you in a second once I rinse my hands, but usually if I get some of this nasty on the rim right here, if you can tell, like all the seasoning, I'll rinse it off after I Ziploc it and get all the air out. I'll rinse it off in the sink, that way there's no nastiness on here. But usually when they're frozen, you don't really have to worry about the grossness. And then when you're thawing, you usually have it in a bowl or a sink anyway, so it's not really necessarily touching anything for you to worry about salmonella or anything like that. So, I mean, I do tend, if I get stuff like that on there, which I normally don't because I have helpers, but since I'm doing it by myself, I'm seeming to get seasoning on it. Anyway, so I'm just gonna rinse it off. There we go, and I squished them down just a little bit so they're easier to stack. Make sure today in our vlog this week, we are making homemade crayons from a whole bunch of broken crayons. Guys, it's Ashley, and I checked on my plants after transferring them last night. So I just kind of want to show you what they look like and the things that I'm going to have to do sometime soon to help them out. So here are the lovely cabbage, and I picked some of the bad leaves off that had holes from insects eating them. Like that one we'll see how that one does. But these little guys, I'm gonna have to pour these out. Let me put you on my strap so I don't drop. But I'm gonna have to pour some of this water out because it's moving everything. I'm gonna have to come out here with like a cup or something and scoop it out. This container doesn't have any holes, so I'll probably be doing that where I drill some holes in the bottoms so that they can drain. And it rained really bad last night, so that also didn't help the cause, and it's very dreary out today, so it'll probably rain again. Feels like it. And then these guys are doing really well. So if you can tell, it looks meh here. Meh. So I am about to go grocery shopping at one of our local places. It's called Fresh Fields Market, and that's where I get all our meat. And they are grass-fed or organically grown for meat, as well as like fresh produce and stuff. and I get really great deals. So when I get home, I'll probably show you vlog style how I separate everything, and also how much I spent for the amount of food. I won't necessarily break it down as far as pounds per price. If I do, it would be as a whole, like all my meat pound plus the price for all of that I paid. I may. If so, I'll probably just post information at the bottom when I edit of how much meat I got and how much it costs all together, not necessarily grouped in like this is the pork, this is the hamburger. I usually get a lot of ground pork. It's really inexpensive there for the price, so I'll be doing that. So the next time you see me will be me doing that. And today is March 19th, and I did the showing of the garden and everything yesterday, which was the 18th. So I'll try and make sure that on certain days that I have the date in the description, so you can kind of see like what day we did things and how fast I can get it uploaded. So I will talk to you guys later. Have an awesome day. I will see you back when I come home. Bye. Mason! Oh, what'd you do? Did you get into mommy's stuff? Huh? You made messes? You made messes. Look at you. Look, you got it everywhere. Yes? Look. Look at you. Look like you have lipstick on. No, don't touch the camera. So my son was eating this, and it is charcoal, bentonite clay, and coconut oil. The mess he made. Mason, look at you.